Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all could be with us. Also joining us are our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, as we talk a lot about during our 4-year health segments about the importance of taking care of ourselves, definitely our oral health is important as well. Now, unfortunately, over the past couple of years, we may have missed some dental appointments, may not have been taking the care that we need to. But now's the time to get back on track and have two great guests here to help you guys see how you can do it. We have the co-founders of Spotlight Oral Health Care, Dr. Vanessa Creaven as well as Lisa Creaven. They're two sisters who are going to talk to us not only about the importance of oral health, but also how we can get started now to be able to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and also looking out for other health issues as well. Thanks to the two of you for the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, and thanks for having us.
The pleasure's definitely all mine. This is such an important topic, and I'll start with you, Vanessa, if you don't mind. Why have so many people, have you found, put off their oral health when it comes to the pandemic?
So I think that it's a really easy thing to put off. I think a lot of times people don't really look forward to going to the dentist, and it's certainly one of those appointments that people tend to put on the long finger. But I think that oral health, sometimes when something is taken away in terms of services, and I think a lot of times throughout COVID, a lot of dental practices have to close for a period of time and certainly reduce services and opening times. And then we really, what we see now is a huge return to dental practices. So I think I certainly see in my own practice a lot of patients are, wanting to book in for more proactive treatments, more hygiene-led treatments. And I think we're really valuing our own health and valuing how important proactive healthcare is, including oral health. And our oral health plays such an important role in terms of contributing to our overall health, our heart health, our blood sugar control. So it's really, really important to be on top of it, to be proactive, and to set yourself up for future best health in terms of oral health.
Yeah. Lisa, I want to ask you because, of course, we know the importance of seeing our dentist. I know I had to make up this year for last year because I didn't go last year. But, a lot of us, though, of course, have been trying to take care of ourselves at home. Why is it so important, Lisa, for us to treat our at-home care when it comes to our oral health as important as a doctor's visit?
Yeah, and I often find my patients are very surprised when I have this conversation with them that almost 90% of someone's oral health or oral concerns are achieved at home. So your oral care and your at-home regime is really, really important, be it what kind of products you're using, ensuring you're using active ingredients on all your toothpaste, mouthwashes. What dentifrices are you using? Are you using a sonic toothbrush? Are you using a water flosser? They all make a big difference long-term to someone's oral health and also the level of treatment that they actually may need. And I often joke with my patients and they'll say, "Doctor, why is dentistry so expensive?" And I often say, if you really invested your at-home regime, it doesn't have to be. And I think that's how important that at-home regime is. It really, really is. As a dentist, we're only reacting to any disease or any infection that's in the mouth, but we're really just depending on what you're doing at home every day, morning and evening, to really ensure that oral health long-term.
Yeah, I love that. So, Vanessa, that goes to then what we actually are doing, and there's there's so much information that is out there. So, I want to talk about one of the things, of course, that we hear a lot about, and that is flossing. How important is flossing when it comes to our overall oral health?
I know, and I think there's a lot of, well, first of all, flossing can be really difficult. I think if it was easier, a lot more people might do more of it. Flossing is one of those routines that if you incorporate into your daily schedule, you're really not only improving your oral health, you're reducing inflammation, you're reducing bad breath, but you're actually promoting good heart health, good blood sugar control. So I would definitely say it's one of those fundamental routines that you can have such a positive impact in under a minute. There's actually very few things you can do that can actually impact your health so much. However, it is difficult, and that's why we recommend, our water flossers, and it's why we've created a water flossing spotlight, because a lot of our patients were complaining and saying, look, flossing is amazing, but I just can't seem to get around to it, or I find it painful or a bit rough on my gums. So a water flosser is one of those really crucial ways of getting the best out of an amazing routine, while also making it easier and more accessible for a lot more people.
Love that. Lisa, I want to go back to you and what you mentioned, because, again, us trying to take care of our teeth is important, our teeth and gums, but also what we're using to do that is also important. How can we make sure that what we are using for our teeth is not only supporting the growth and health of healthy bacteria, but also promoting good oral health as well? Because, there's a lot of information out there about what we should be using, what we shouldn't be using. How can we make sure that we are using what's going to actually be helping us?
That's a great question, and really why we set up Spotlight Oral Care. A lot of our patients were really investing the time and effort into getting their teeth into an amazing position, but they were very confused about what products they should use at home. And that's why we set up Spotlight Oral Care, because we really fundamentally believe as dentists, in order to get the most optimal oral health long term, you need to combine clinically proven active ingredients, but with also a really bioavailable base components. And, all toothpaste, all oral care products are not created equal. And that's something that's really important. So if you invest in your oral care products, it really does pay off in the long run. And that's why we created Spotlight Oral Care, because we found a lot of our patients wanted to really take ownership of their own oral health, but really wanted to find out, okay, what's the best product for me to use for my gum health, for rebuilding teeth, for sensitivity. And you'll see through our entire range of products, we've really clearly labeled why you should use a product. And that was really important for us as dentists, because it was a real pain point for our patients. A toothpaste for gum health is used for people who have bad breath, bleeding gums, sore gums. So they can immediately react and identify themselves in a product, and that's really important too.
Love that. Great information, and I really appreciate the two of you coming on to talk about, again, the co-founders of Spotlight Oral Healthcare have been joining us today, Drs. Vanessa Creaven as well as Lisa Creaven. They've been talking to us about the importance of making sure that we are taking care of ourselves, make sure we're taking care of our mouth, and also, of course, doing all that we can to promote a healthy life overall. I want to ask you then, Vanessa, where can our audience go then for more information about Spotlight Oral Care?
So to find out about Spotlight, or to find out more about Spotlight Oral Care, we're very active on all our social channels, Instagram and Facebook through Spotlight Oral Care. But you can also find us on our website, and we also offer a free dental advisory service. So if you have any questions about your oral health, you can chat to actually fully qualified dentists and nurses there too at www.spotlightoralcare.com.
Okay. Thanks to the two of you for the time and the great work you're doing, and looking forward to having you back on the program again.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hey, you're more than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of our News You Can Use segment. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.